glass tilts, aromas rise, and suddenly you're not just tasting wine, you're traveling the world of wine. Welcome to Swirl.Sip.Savor, your weekly passport to the world of wine. I'm your host, Beatrice Gautreaux. On this show, our journey takes us on stops as we explore wine, one region, one bottle, one glass at a time. Each week, we'll journey through different corners of the wine world to taste some of our favorite wines and meet the producers behind them. Our goal is to bring the world into your glass. Whether you're in your living room, your dining room, or still in your study, grab your glass, take a seat, and let's swirl, sip, and savor together. Today, we're getting our passport stamped in two regions that bring joy and warmth to the holiday table. Beaujolais in the heart of France and in the Southern Rhône Valley, where Grenache reigns. These are the wines I chose for Christmas dinner because they're expressive, they're inviting, and full of festive spirit. Beaujolais is often overshadowed by its northern neighbor, Burgundy. For those who know, well, you just know. This is the land of Gamay, a grape that delivers freshness, fruit, and finesse. And while many think of Beaujolais Nouveau, the light early release wine that debuts every November, the true gem comes from Beaujolais Cru. 10 small villages producing wines of depth and character. From the floral charm of Fleury to the spice of Moulin Avant, each cru tells its own story. For Christmas dinner, I've chosen a standout from one of my favorite crus, Jean-Marc Burgaud, Morgon Cras 2023. It sits at the heart of Beaujolais and produces wines that are structured and complex. Red fruit layered with subtle earth and spice. He's a master at precision, crafting wines with freshness of Beaujolais soul and Burgundy vibrancy. Gamay, the cousin to Pinot Noir. Thin-skinned, juicy, and wonderfully expressive. It thrives in the granite soils of Beaujolais, producing wines with bright acidity, soft tannins, and an aromatic profile of red cherries, raspberries, and sometimes a hint of black pepper. It's the kind of wine that feels joyful, lively, and effortlessly, and pairs beautifully with almost everything on the holiday table. When you pour a glass of Morgon Cras, you'll see this brilliant ruby hue with hints of magenta around the edge, on the nose, strawberry, red currant, rose petals, and a whisper of spice. On the palate, it's silky, medium-bodied, layers of crushed berries, and a mineral edge that gives it lift and freshness, complementing your holiday spread. So sip and savor and enjoy Beaujolais for your Christmas dinner. Pairs really well with glazed ham, roasted turkey, herb stuffed chicken. The bright fruit and acidity balances rich sauces and sweet glazes beautifully. If your meal leans to vegetarian, try it with a roasted root vegetable or mushroom Wellington. The wine's earthy undertones echo those flavors effortlessly. And for cheese, keep it French. Creamy goat cheese also goes well with the cranberry chutney. Just give it a try. Jean-Marc Morgon Cras is a beautiful introduction to the Cru Beaujolais, typically around $30, sometimes less. It's a wonderful expression of Gamay's versatility. Now let's travel south to the Rhône Valley. I can't wait to visit next summer. For Grenache-based wines, warm, spicy, and just perfect for Christmas. If you think Beaujolais is charming and lively, Grenache, generous and warm-hearted. It thrives in the southern Rhône Valley, especially in regions like the Côtes du Rhône village, where it often takes lead in most blends. Today, our feature is Domaine de la Janasse, Côtes du Rhône village, a wine that perfectly captures Grenache's richness and grace. Janasse is a family-run estate just outside of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, and their wines show incredible balance. Ripe red fruit, herbs, spice, all wrapped in this soft, velvety texture. Grenache loves the sun. It's thin skinned, and it's naturally high in sugar, and it gives us wines that are ripe, round, with strawberry, raspberry, a hint of white pepper. Got an herbal note on the end of it too. Some thyme and rosemary. Absolutely divine. Grenache, or Grenache, as it's known in Spain, is one of the most widely planted red grapes. It's typically blended with Syrah and Mourvedre in what's called a GSM blend, but it also shines beautifully on its own. It's low in tannins, high in alcohol, and naturally expressive, creating wines that are soft, aromatic, and warming. The grape mirrors the spirit of Christmas, generous, inviting, and full of joy. When you pour a glass, first thing you'll notice, a deep crimson really just glows in the glass. Lift it to your nose, you're greeted with ripe red berries, a sweet spice, and an unmistakable scent of sun-warmed herbs. On the palate, plush, balanced, juicy fruit wrapped into gentle tannin with a lingering note of cinnamon and dried herbs. It's a wine that feels both comforting and festive. Cozy conversations in front of the fireplace. Try it. Grenache-based wines are really versatile for the Christmas table because they pair beautifully with most things: duck, lamb, ribs. The fruit and the spice in the wine play beautifully with the peppery green beans. For your sides, try roasted sweet potatoes, stuffing with sage, cranberry relish. They all harmonize with Grenache's red fruits and the spicy notes. And for something a little different, pour a glass with a spiced gingerbread, or my favorite, dark chocolate truffles. Delightful post-dinner companion. Domaine Janasse Côtes du Rhône Village is a beautiful option for about $30, offering polish and complexity of the wines that you will pour at your Christmas table. If you want to explore, check them out. So from the joyful sparkle of Beaujolais Cru to the generous warmth of Grenache, Christmas dinner deserved wine that brings people together. So whether your table is filled with family, friends, or both, the right glass of wine, it always brings joy and laughter. These wines invite you to slow down, to sip, share your stories, but whatever you do, just savor the moment. Quick note on the Gamay. Did you know that Gamay used to be banned from Burgundy in the 14th century for being too productive? Who knew? Thankfully, it found a home just to the south, and the world is better for it. So which will you pour at your holiday table? The bright Morgon or the spicy Grenache from Janasse? Drop your comment in the answer, and I'll reveal which I'll pour first in our second Christmas episode, where we'll remain in the Rhône Valley, but will consider a bolder companion for the holiday table. That's it for today's Swirl, Sip, and Savor. Until next week, the world awaits at the rim of your glass. Cheers.